What's going on, everyone? It's time for the ninth Jason film. Today it's a horror slasherish horror film. It is Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. It was released by New Line Cinema, August 13, 1993, written by Dean Laurie and Jay Hogarth, produced by Sean S. Cunningham, the producer of the first one, and directed by Adam Marcus, who would go on to do films like Conspiracy, Secret Santa, Let It Snow, and Momentum. This had a box office earnings of $15.9 million. So, Jason Goes to Hell. They brought back Jason in the 90s, of course. Now, a lot of people say this is the worst one in the whole franchise, probably because it's so different. It's even more different than Jason Takes Manhattan and stuff. So, the feds come in and shoot him up and execute Jason. And he is so far no more, so they think. And then he gets taken to a morgue, and his spirit basically gets put into the morgue tenant who for some reason starts eating the heart out and stuff. And he ends up Jason possessing these people and start going on killing sprees throughout. Well, this young couple basically has to go and figure out why it's happening and how to stop them. So, I might spoil some of this, by the way, but let's start off. It's pretty well shot. It's a pretty good, well shot film. Cinematography is really good. The music's pretty good. Harry Manfredini's back for this one, and it works pretty well with what it's showing. Now, the practical effects are outstanding in this. The gore effects and everything are so well done. I really like that. And the acting and stuff is actually pretty good in this too. Now, for the story is very out there. It had an interesting concept and stuff. Now, the reason why it's happening is because the Necronomicon from the Evil Dead's basically involved, and then so that's why people are getting possessed and stuff. But so it kind of tongue in cheek, but also the way they end it was kind of stale. It's kind of okay, it's very little far fetched and stuff. Like he has to inhabit another Voorhees, and if they die, he dies, or something stupid like that. And it gets really fantasy-ish near the end, which kind of took me out of it and stuff. But still, I love the new direction they try to go. It definitely has some more darker, scarier scenes in this and tones and in this film. This one, what I remember from when I first saw this, I was totally like, yeah, this is horrible. But rewatching it, it's better than like 3 or 4 of the sequels, I gotta say. It actually is very clever in some points. Some parts it's really stupid, but overall, I still thought it was a good dark film, and it was an interesting way to see a way to try to take the franchise. This isn't from Paramount. This one's from New Line. They had the rights, and they also at the end. This is the one where they started teasing Freddy versus Jason because you see Freddy's claw come out and pull the mask down and stuff, and that's where all the rumors started. So, this one definitely a lot of people don't like, but for me, I thought it wasn't bad. I thought it was still a good film. It was entertaining, violent as hell, a lot of cool kill scenes and stuff, gore effects and all. And for what it is, I think it's better than what most people are giving it. So I'm going to give Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, a 3 out of 5. I actually think it's decent. So yeah, if you want to check it out, I'm not sure where it's streaming. I'll link the trailer down below, so you can please check that out. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. It's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. You put the film title in there and some history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below at Derek Reviews. That's where I post it for starting right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below, use_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people. Wherever, comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And if films, a film franchise, and any genre, and on any streaming service I can have my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And also let me know what your favorite Friday the 13th film is down below. Make sure you subscribe. We'll find some weird, obscure, and odd day probably not without checking out together. And also share my opinions on popular films. So come out classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because I got one more film from the Friday the 13th franchise that I haven't reviewed yet. So I've reviewed the first 9, and then I reviewed Freddy vs. Jason, the remake. But The next one, we're going to do the final one, Jason X, that I haven't talked about yet. So make sure you tune in for that. And yeah, watch out for all those killer ghosts out there because they can inhabit your body, not just dolls. And I guess we'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.